Hey everybody. All right, so this time we're going to take a look at Dead Cells. And yes, I'm aware this game came out in 2018. I am very late to this party that everybody else has been having. I know a lot of people who played this game. I know a lot of people who love this game, who encouraged me to get it, and one of the reasons why I'm glad that I reorganized my library a little bit and reorganized my priorities is because I can finally get around to playing some of these games that I've had in my library for a while and have wanted to play, but I've just been playing things by the spin of the wheel. And, you know, that's not always the best way to do things because sometimes you want to play what you want to play. I knew I would like this game going into it, and let's talk about all the things that it is. First of all, this is a roguelike. This is one of the most beloved of all the roguelikes, one of the best made, one of the most beautiful in terms of how it uses pixel art to really convey a lot of emotion and even comedy and things without a lot of words. There are occasional speech bubbles, but for the most part, not a whole lot of talking in this game. No voice acting, but still, like, you know, when your character kicks at a door that you can't access yet, but will be able to access at some point in the future once you upgrade some more things, yeah, then he kicks at the door and does this little shrug, and there's just so much, you know, character in that character, even though he is just a blob of pixels. This is pixel art at its absolute finest. Just some of the very best that you will see anywhere. So yeah, there is a reason why this game is so beloved, and that is because it just oozes quality out of every possible orifice. That sounds disgusting. No, it reeks of quality. It I can't think of good good verbs of what it does with quality, but it's quality. You can feel the quality of the game the moment you start. You know, the moment that little green bundle of cells oozes its way toward your character, who is dead. That's the thing. You are dead. And this little green ooze of cells crawls its way toward your lifeless body and reanimates you. And now that you're reanimated, you can go through and just hack and slash your way to awesomeness as you make your way on this island where there are multiple different areas, all with their very different feels. And what you're going to see a lot of in this gameplay is, you know, the absolute most time that I spent down in the stanky old sewers, because, yeah, I did not find my way out for a long time. I did eventually find my way out, but there is no possible way that, even rambly as I am in my reviews, that I will carry on long enough for you to see footage of much else. So my apologies on that. One of the interesting things about this game is that you really need to move fast. And when I first started playing it, I wasn't prepared for the speed of the game, because you really, like, it's hack and slash, but it is like, you know, you need to be dodging and cutting and moving and picking your spots and reading the enemies, which you get very good at. It teaches you how to play it, and it teaches you through multiple deaths. Just like any decent roguelike, you will die again and again and again and again. And as a matter of fact, that is a primary feature of the game. There is a fun little thing where, before you go back out to fight everyone, you meet up with these friendlies who will help you do different things. Now, I didn't visit all the friendlies, and so you don't get to see all of the things that you can do. There are people who can change your head shape. You can have a little flame on top. It can be a little green thing. It can be all sorts of different things. There are plenty of different outfits that you can unlock. So the tailor and his daughter, you can go visit them, and they will help you to have a different appearance. There is a training mode where a lot of people speed run this game because it is built for speed running, obviously. But even if you're not a speedrunner, I am typically the slowest, most methodical gamer of all time, and yet this game is teaching me how to hack and slash and move quickly and get what I need to get done quickly, because also there are bonuses that you get if you make it to the end of an area, which it's procedurally generated, so you never know where the end of the area is, which is why I spent so much time in the sewer, because I literally could not find the exit for the life of me. And so I ended up exploring most of the area, which is uncommon. You don't end up exploring most of any given area that you are in, unless you are doing so intentionally, to try and find every little secret and unlock every unlockable. But the game isn't built for you to play it that way. You would have to decide to do that on your own, because it's kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, where you're missing a lot of rings, you're missing a lot of secret areas and a lot of, upgrades and unlockables and things that you could be grabbing, but you're Sonic the Hedgehog. You're just speeding your way through the game, which is what you're supposed to do. And you just kind of have to make your peace with the fact that you are not going to see every little thing and do every little thing that you're going to do. One of the things that I really love about this game is how it really helps you feel the accomplishment of the things that you have done. So it's actually more roguelite than roguelike, if you want to get really technical, because, the difference between the two, as I understand it, and there may be people who want to quabble with these definitions, which is totally fine. Some people get very, very into their feelings about the very minute differences between these things, but in my mind, roguelite means that you can keep upgrades that you have made after your death. When it comes to Dead Cells, you are starting off every level at the same basic state. You'll notice that I do pick up some decent weapons at the beginning, and that is because I have died a lot. And I have also collected a lot of cells. You'll see these little blue orbs souls. Sorry, excuse me. You collect those as you go through, and then when you make it to a new area, you go through this little interstitial where you meet with the friendlies, and you can upgrade things. You can replenish your health. You can choose new buffs to, pick up your stats and whatnot. A lot of fun things that you can do to make yourself more prepared as you go out again to do more hacking and slashing. And one of the things I love about it is that in the beginning, as you are making your way, you can see all of these glass jars on chains, which you can jump up and knock your head against them, and they'll swing around and stuff in a really satisfying way. Obviously, reminders of Castlevania must be made, and in fact there is a Castlevania DLC which I fully intend to get, because you can play this in Castlevania mode, and so you're going to be playing against Castlevania enemies, and then the end boss is Dracula from Castlevania, so it is a whole thing. Yeah, and there's a ton of DLC for this game, all of which is also very beloved and highly rated and well done. It's it's easy to say with games that have a lot of DLC, like, oh, why didn't you put it in the main game? Why isn't it? Why you got to do a cash grab? And the funny thing about this one is that I don't feel that way about it. I feel like they made a game that was really good, but it was also a firm basis to add more things to it. So they added more things to it with DLC, which I'm sort of fine with, because if the base game is good enough for you to play on its own and feel like you've had a decent gaming experience, which this absolutely is, you can hack and slash your way to your heart's content with this game and never feel like you're missing anything and just only play the base game, because I have been doing that this whole time. I just started playing this game a day or two ago because I finally beat Adventure Pals, a game that I really love, but I had only played a portion of the way through the game before I got distracted by other games and whatnot. So I never finished that one until just the other day. I just decided, like, nope, I'm going to play all the way through this game, and I did. I finished it. And it was great. Really fun. But then immediately I felt that void and I was like, what am I going to play next? I chose Dead Cells, and man, I'm glad I did, because I have been like, when I get home, I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to play this game. It is a whole lot of fun. Very, like, from a tactile point of view, it just feels good. Every hitbox is precise. All of the enemies are beatable. You just have to memorize their patterns, and the game will teach you how to get better over time. And I love that. I love everything about that. So yeah, it's a really, really beautiful thing. I really enjoy this game. There's a ton of lore to it. And also, not only that, it pays homage to a lot of other indie games that it is not even directly related to. The developer for this game is not the same developer of Hollow Knight and of Shovel Knight and of Hotline Miami and whatnot. That Hotline Miami baseball bat, excellent weapon. Absolutely fantastic. And so, yeah, there are these weapons. You can pick up the nail from Hollow Knight. There's just a ton of references to other games in this game, and it makes it even more fun than it otherwise would be, which is saying a lot because it's already a ton of fun, an incredible, astonishing amount of fun. Everything about this game just oozes quality. And I know that oozes is perhaps not the best verb for that, but whatever. I'm an English teacher. It's a Friday. I need to stop thinking about what indeed I am saying, because words, I've been wording all week. Anyway, people, I think I'm waxing rhapsodic about this game. I think that I have indicated to you that this is a roguelike, which is procedurally generated in a way that is never not exciting. It is always exciting to go back into it. It's the sort of thing where as soon as you die, no matter how long you go into it, and when I was recording my footage, I had to stop recording because I was playing for too long. I ended up playing like a good 27 minutes, something like that, before I stopped recording, and then I kept playing for another, several minutes before finally dying, and then I died, and then you go back to the beginning, which I did, and then you start out at basically the same level as you always start out with, and all of those unlockables are things that you can pick up along the way, and it will start you out against easier enemies, and then you build your way through I died after playing it for basically like a half an hour. The next playthrough, I died after like 3 minutes. So, you know, like, it just happens like that sometimes. That's just the way it is. That is the way of the roguelike. But man, is this one fun. Can't say enough good things about it. Let me put a final score on it. You won't be surprised. Anyway, let me do that, and then we will wrap it up. Okay, and this will surprise no one, but I am going a 10 out of a possible 10. Why? Like, look, some games are just... You cannot improve upon them. They are great, unimpeachably great, like, just too great to not give the full score to. So yeah, like, when I put my spreadsheet together of all my game reviews and I saw how many 100% I had given, I was like, I must be out of my mind to have given that many 100%. And some of those are not earned, definitely. A lot of them are. This one definitely is. It just is. It is an earned 100% because this game is so much fun. It is so well made. It is just an incredible experience. It'll have you coming back again and again and again and again. There are multiple game modes to unlock over time. Like, you can do custom game modes. You can do, you know, you can choose to practice, like I said, for speed runs and whatnot. And you know, you can, even if you're having a hard time, you can put it into assist mode where it will actually help you to play the game better and help you to stay alive for longer if you're getting frustrated. So everything about this game is just so well designed, so well thought out, and I have to reward that. Like, when I find a game like this that I knew I was gonna like this game, I didn't know that I was going to love this game, which I do. It's just so fun and so good and so well made, and I want to go play it again. I want to stop talking about it and go play it some more. So that's a 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, people, that's going to do it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.